sound great.
Is that what I sound like?
Is that what I sound like? I got a lot of throat problems, guys. So how's everybody feeling today?
Great.
We're live. I'm just letting you know.
Question, have you tried the Cheez-It Snapped?
I've not.
I have.
I like them. What? Does Danielle not like them? Did she make a face?
No, I don't. I actually didn't like them.
I'm reading the chat.
You did not like them, you said?
I did not like them.
I was going to tell you something, and it was going to be a big secret, but now I can't. Well, I guess I could. Lean over the table. I'm going to whisper it.
The new Cheez-It crackers? Are you serious?
Got it.
That's their big secret?
That's the big secret. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 779. The Bruxish Podcast. You hear about the UK going through that Bruxish? I hope it works out for him.
All right. Bruxish. It burrows beneath the sand, radiating psychic power from the protuberance on its head.
Get back here, Bruxish.
It waits for prey as it surveys the area. 2 feet tall, almost 3.
Kind of like us waiting today to start the show because someone was out gallivanting.
Your attitude has really got me. What is it coming out of his head?
Protuberance?
Protuberance? Really protuberance.
I wasn't out gallivanting.
I'm so perturbed.
I got myself a new haircut. Now I can do whatever I want.
Okay.
That's you. I'm being you right now.
I wasn't out getting a haircut, by the way.
Do you or do you not have a new haircut?
I do.
Well, I rest my case. Go ahead, Mom Brain, please.
They're almost 42 pounds. They're male and female. The category is Gnash teeth, and the abilities are strong jaw and dazzling.
I thought you would like dazzling being in there.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry for the late start. It was not expected on my end, but we're here now. Hello, Joe. Hello, Freddie Fro. Hello, Nico. Hello, Hiley and Tom. You ruined it, Hiley and Tom. Everything was rhyming. Hello, Anastasia Beaverhausen. And Joe is cool, who we have a question from today. And Giant Reggie and Mom Brain. Thanks for joining us. The 8-Bit Lego Ecliptor. Tanuki Tony. Whoever else I haven't seen join in here. Thanks. Hello, Darmani and Roth. Thanks for joining us today. It's good to see you all. Hello, Drake Gamer. It's always lovely to have you guys with us. Mom Brain is here. Finally. Anything to say for yourself? What's the matter? Oh, no. We're on. It's just you're not set up. Try again.
Doesn't anyone care what I think?
Josh, I was going to get to you in a second. Hold on, Josh. Mom Brain.
A big hello to my fans.
How are you, Mom Brain?
I've been better.
You've been better?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I feel bad that I was late and you're giving me guff.
4 minutes late. I think that's the amount of time that they call inexcusable in the business.
This is my impression of Romy Cowboy. Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame! Oh, you feel bad? What's wrong?
Hello, Robot Face and Malakalo and Lanquin. And while we're at it, hello, Nikki Hill. How are you today?
I'm very disappointed in you, Romy Cowboy.
You
got a wonderful woman there, and you're just giving her a hard time.
I'm
giving her flowers and kisses, and you're giving her a hard time. Maybe even kissels.
She's already got flowers on her dress. What more does she need? I'm only harassing her.
That was Cater, right? Is Cater still around?
Hello, Rock. Yeah, I don't know, because I hear I will get emails from people who I haven't heard from in a bazillion years, and they say they're still around and they're there every day. They just don't comment like they used to because, back in the day on the site, comments were completely different and social media wasn't really a thing. But nowadays, you got Twitter and you got Facebook and you got Grindr and you got
is there something you want to tell me?
Plumber and Doinker, and Doinker's the new hot one, actually.
Yeah. Swipe up on Doinker.
Clowns that are trying to find other clowns.
Vote on Hunkeros.
Vote on Hunkeros. What are you doing over there? I feel like I'm in
mingle.
Just ring the dinner bell. Let's get moving.
I feel like I'm in what's that movie? You Use the spoon in the teacup. It makes you.
Get out.
Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Doinker for football field goal kickers, says Highland Tom. Doinkr. Doinker.
Nikki Hill,
I was making tea. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, hold on.
Now I'm
Nikki
gonna
Hill,
drink the tea.
hold on. Your audio
So
is.
now it goes from jingle jangles to this.
Are you gonna
How's
let me?
that audio?
Are you gonna let me talk to you now? Your audio is very clicky.
That's
I don't know.
none of your business.
Then maybe I shouldn't do this.
No,
Let's
you're
take a vote.
no, you're okay right now. Just went there. Now it's bad.
It's probably the connection. It's this little iPhone connector.
Well, just stop moving around, and you're fine. It sounds fine
Just
now.
stop moving around. How about that?
Well, anyway, hi Josh. How are you?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Well, you wanted
Give it
me.
to him, Josh. Give him hell, Josh.
You wanted me to talk to you, and then you get mad when I talk to you.
Smash that subscribe button.
Is it still clicky over here?
Not right at this moment. No, it's just when you jangle around. It's
How do
great.
you know when I'm jangling, and how do you know when I'm jingling?
It's I don't. And of course, hello to Rudy Duty as well. Rudy Duty, our soundboard guy. There we go. Our mixer guy. All right. There are only a couple things I want to address today before we get into the regular news. First up, I feel it is important to share, well, not to share, to comment on the sad news of Grant Imahara's passing. If you haven't heard, Grant Imahara, who was one of the guys on Mythbusters, and he worked for Industrial Light and Magic and did a lot of special effects and movies in general. He unfortunately passed away from, I believe it was an aneurysm. So it was just, he passed away out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't want to like name drop or anything, but I did get to work with him luckily for like a very short while. He was at one of the conventions that we were at for Toy Hunter, and we just like grabbed him and was like, "Hey, come over here and talk about this toy." And he was like, "Wow, this is really cool, but I'm supposed to be over there, so I'll talk to you guys later. Nice meeting you." He was really nice. Very sad.
Yeah, it is sad. I mean, obviously it's sad. When anybody passes away, it's just, he was fairly young, not like young, but fairly young, and he just passed away.
I'd say he's
I want to say
really,
50.
That's really young.
I want to say he was in 50s somewhere, maybe
In 50s. He was in 50s.
If he's in 50s, that's impressive.
early 50s.
I was going to say maybe 40s.
I could be wrong.
I guess we're
we're
late
maybe
30s.
40.
We are maybe 40. But yeah, I had to mention it because he created one of our favorite characters of all time. Come on, Breen.
Jeffrey Peterson.
Jeffrey Peterson from Craig Ferguson's Late Night Show. And let's put it this way. I wouldn't have met Josh if it weren't for Jeffrey Peterson, because Jeffrey Peterson was a huge inspiration, and I love that character.
That's none of your business.
So let's just say that led us to Josh. So yeah, it's sad that he passed away, but his memory will live on through the many things that he did for TV and movies and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Guy Bones was under the impression that Jeffrey Peterson is Josh Grobot's cousin.
I mean, I don't know for sure. We've never talked about that. Josh,
I thought he was his illegitimate child.
Josh, is that true? Are you?
That's none of your business.
That's what I figured you were going to say.
Thanks. Very cool.
Very cool. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I felt it was important to say. Also, he was 49 in the chat. Hello, King Talsha. Thank you, chat, for filling me in. So there you go, Nikki Hill, 49.
It's just sad.
It really is.
Especially because like aneurysm, like yeah, there might be signs, but it's really, you don't know that's happening.
Yeah.
That is what most of the men in my family die from on my father's side.
Hello, Shillelagh. Hello, the Aloe Wolf.
Terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Also, we have something else to talk about. Nikki Hill, could you put that on mute when you're not talking, please? I don't mean to be
What
rude.
is this, a Zoom call?
It's just very fuzzy when you don't. There we go. So there are rumors going around of a Nintendo Direct. Hello, Spam. Thanks for joining us. There are rumors going around of a Nintendo Direct on Monday. I'm sure you've seen discussion of them popping up all over the place. and you may have seen that Game Explained did a video today doing their expectations for a rumored Nintendo Direct. And boy, wouldn't it be kind of a waste to do a video on your expectations for a rumored Nintendo Direct if that Nintendo Direct wasn't happening? Boy, that would sure be strange, wouldn't it? It's almost like there is a Direct happening on Monday. I mean, I can't say for sure, but that's the rumor. I mean,
I got it.
maybe a mini, maybe a full. I don't know. Of course, it's only rumors. I've only heard
Is
rumors.
this Professor Layton or something? What's with these riddles? Why you got to speak like this?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to say anything. But I'm just saying it would be funny if there was a video about expectations for a rumored Direct and then that Direct didn't happen. That would be embarrassing. So, I mean, hopefully,
Know what I mean?
hopefully there's a Direct on Monday. That's all. Just saying that. That's that. I really don't have anything else about, like, usually I keep a note in my mind of things I want to talk about in the random section of the the whole podcast is random, but the random section of the podcast. But that's it. I ain't got nothing.
I can't wait until we talk about what we played this week.
But
I'll
you
save
have a
that
lot
for
to talk
later.
about.
And I watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary on, what was it, Netflix?
I don't mean,
Steve Brule?
I'm laughing at what Joe's cool put in the chat. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what I did this week. I mean, I did schoolwork.
Is this
Ton
your
of
new thing on
schoolwork.
the podcast, to get into the most awkward conversations possible?
What?
You're going to talk. Last week was let's not bring it up, and this week is talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm just saying I watched the documentary.
You
That's
did
all.
a whole bunch of other things too. You made pizza
Did you
that
guys
didn't turn
go
out
to,
well.
McDonald's?
Why are you talking about that?
Me?
No, Mom Brain. I said Mom Brain made pizza that didn't turn out well.
Well, what did you do, raw meat?
I ate pizza that didn't turn out well.
I don't know what exactly went wrong with it.
Maybe you could make the pizza next time. Raw meat.
Uh,
Maybe you should start cooking that meat.
I will tell you that I was a few minutes behind schedule today because one of my students turned 11 last week, and his mom had a gathering. I wouldn't call it a party, outside at their pool for my students and a few of us teachers. And it was really hard to leave, actually, because it was really nice to see them. And
A teacher likes to see kids.
I don't
Big
like to
deal.
see most kids, but really, but those kids I really adore. So it was really, really, really nice to see them.
Spam wants to know if you have to go back to school or if you're teaching online.
We don't know yet what we're doing.
Cooter needs me to say poop.
Okay.
It is done.
So we don't know if we're going back or not. I'm pretty sure I know what our plan is if we do go back. But my state union is against going back, I think, until we can all go back safely.
And you get a Pope Mobile, and you get a Pope Mobile, and you get a Pope Mobile.
Just hazmat suits for everybody. Are you not on your are you away from the phone, Nikki Hill?
I have different headphones because the other ones were cracked.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, you're in a bit of limbo. You don't know for sure what's going to happen, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in a different category altogether because I only have, a very small handful of students in my care on the daily. So I personally would be, I think, in a little bit of a better position, and I have a lot more control over what goes on, like in my classroom.
you
And
can pull the microphone closer to you if you'd like.
my students, we have to have a bathroom in our classroom because of the needs of my kids. So like, there's a very, they're basically going to, if they come to school, they'll come in the morning and come into my classroom, and then they'll leave my classroom and go home. Like there's going to be very little mingling. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't really I have some say in what goes on, but I don't have the final say. So it's going to be really interesting. But we don't start school until the beginning of September.
You know what? Let's not talk about school because it's summer. We're enjoying summertime right now.
That's right.
Swimming and ice pops and taking naps and ass sweat, swamp ass.
Let me tell you, I am sweaty. We were outside for all that time.
How sweaty are you?
Hey, I'm sweaty.
Wow, that was definitely worth it. All right, Cooter, I said it. Yes, I can confirm that it was said. I don't know what other high school stories I got, Nico Druni. All right, let's move into the news section. Mom Brain, can you hit us with that news jingle, please?
Feels really early to be doing it.
Thank you, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
All right. In the news this week, first off, we saw that Lego and Nintendo are working together on a product that I would imagine a lot more Nintendo fans are interested in because it's more traditional and it's quite exciting.
I'm super excited about it.
And it's moving pieces. Lego and Nintendo are working on a Lego NES kit. And this Lego NES kit and now this isn't a functioning Lego NES. Like you can't put in NES games and play it, but it's a Lego kit.
It looks really cool.
So it's an NES.
But you do make a Lego game cartridge and insert it into the Lego NES.
That is very true. Yes, and you push it down when it's inside the system too. So yeah, you make a Lego cartridge.
But first, you must blow in it.
A Lego NES, a Lego controller, and then you make like a Lego old school CRT. TV, and that has a scene from Super Mario Brothers on it
that you can scroll, right?
Yes, the TV has a crank on the side, and you can turn the crank to have Mario's like on a little see-through plastic arm, and as you turn the crank, he bounces up and down and move throughout the Super Mario Brothers landscape. And then on top of that, if you have Lego Super Mario, he interacts with this as well. You can put him on the top of the TV and his little sensor sees things that's going on inside the TV, and he reacts accordingly by playing music for the level and sound effects for when Mario's jumping or shooting a fireball or whatever it may be. So really cool stuff. It's a really awesome idea. Like I think when people envisioned Nintendo and Lego working together, this would be more in a style that they would hope for and would want. But I also think it's beyond what they expect too, because you would think like maybe a Lego NES or a Lego NES controller, but not the whole TV aspect where you actually have a rotating scene and all that. I think that's really cool.
I think like a Lego, Princess Peach's castle or something.
Yeah.
A structure, but this is a TV that scrolls. Like it's still something that I've never seen a Lego set do before, which is, I think, really impressive.
What's it going to cost?
Not that it's impressive, but like, it's just different. It's another example of Nintendo doing something different with, working with other companies to do something that they've never done before. So.
Well, let's talk about it, Mom Brain.
In fact, now that we're talking about it, I dreamed about talking about how expensive Lego is.
Let's play Price is Right rules. How expensive is the Lego NES? Mom Brain, your guess. Price is Right rules means you have to be under
$195.
Nikki Hill, your guess. Oh, don't you?
Yeah, I don't remember though. I want to say like 223 or something.
Actual retail price is $230. Nikki Hill wins it, and he gets the bonus money for being so close.
And do I get a Lego set?
No, you just get the satisfaction of winning. So yeah, it's $230, which again, we've talked about this before. Your average non-Lego follower is like, "Ooh, boy, that's a pricey penny." And everybody who follows Lego is like, "Yep, that's about right," because Lego is apparently very expensive.
So in the dream I had,
it's pretty cheap. I thought it was actually like relatively cheaper compared to like some of some of the other Lego sets.
I don't know. I would say if I was just looking at the kit and everything that's in it, I might have guessed like 160 or something like that. So,
but here's the question: how much is the set that the company that made the Space Wars aluminum Malkin or whatever How much will that set?
And
cost?
that's $5, I think, roughly $5. More, you pay more for shipping. Jesus 2 says that looks nice, and all the Nintendo Labo stuff that's taking up space is getting lonely. Yeah, it's such a cool. Like, obviously, when you make this, you want to put this. You want to display it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's such a cool setup, and it takes up a considerable amount of space because you have the NES, the controller, the cartridge maybe will be inside the system, but the TV too. So, in the promo videos that they have, they show it like set up on somebody's table in the living room. So, I mean, I don't know what Lego. Well, Nikki Hill, you were a Lego person. You had a whole Lego city in your basement.
Yeah, we did.
I was going to say Lego takes up a lot of room, and I was just now remembering that vast city you had.
A spare dining table in the basement that it was covered in Legos. I don't know, but the thing for me is like I can never take pieces and make something that was like that somebody might like.
All that stuff in your basement was official sets?
What's that?
All that stuff that was built in your basement were official sets?
No, but anything that was like that looked like it was something, somebody else probably did.
Anything that looked like it was something. I mean, I saw all of it. It all looked like it was something. Did you make like? Was there a scene of where like some kind of airplane crashed or something?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't remember 90% of my childhood. So yeah, it might be maybe.
Dorothy's mom had that Christmas village in the basement. Remember that?
Oh, I do. Was that Lego?
No,
Yeah.
it was just Christmas village.
I was
But
gonna say I don't remember it being Lego. I remember it being like Hallmark style set up in the basement.
yeah, man.
Freddie Fro says I would pay literally dollars for fortune cookies of Nikki Hill's isms. I think. Hello, Solid Master Link. I think there's a market there without a doubt.
What isms? I don't have any isms.
Your way of speaking is
Backwards.
unique to you.
That's
Yeah,
a nice way to
That's a
put
nice
it.
way of saying it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Nikki Hill, I don't mean to be rude, but I think you might have to buy a new earpiece.
Hairpiece?
Hairpiece, yeah.
I think I need a new phone.
Might need a new phone too, yeah. All right, moving on. This is a story that's going to interest Nikki Hill a lot.
All right, I'm gonna go get another bev.
Too bad I can't talk about it because my phone is going.
You can just speak loudly and don't move around. This is about Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. Nintendo has released data on what the most popular games are in a number of different categories. So we're going to break these down because there's some surprising entries in here. The top 3 most popular games by cumulative playtime worldwide. Nikki Hill, did you read this stuff?
I started looking at it, but I didn't really read it. I stopped.
Do you have any guesses?
The only thing that I saw, I did see one. Should I just go with that?
Yeah, sure.
Moncala was on there.
Moncala is not part of this list, but it is mentioned later on. The top 3 most popular games by cumulative playtime worldwide. Number 1 is Mahjong.
Yacht Dice.
Number 2 is Yacht Dice. And number 3 are Hanafuda cards, which we tried playing. Oh, this phone's really bad. I'm sorry.
I'm going to try something different. Just give me a second.
Oh, yeah, take your time. Top 3 most played games worldwide. Mom Brain, do you have any guesses? Is this Clubhouse Games most popular games? And I'm asking for top 3 most played games worldwide.
Yacht Dice.
No, that is not in the top 3.
Mahjong.
No, I'm sorry. Number 1 is 6-ball puzzle.
I don't even know what that is.
Number 2 is Moncala.
Okay.
You know what that is.
I sure do.
And number 3 is 4 in a row, or as we know, Connect 4.
Go for it, red. Go for it, blue. Go for it. Connect 4. I don't know the rest.
All I remember is somebody going, "Forget it, you're blocked." Right? That's what I said. Or forget it, you're
Maybe.
stopped or something.
Maybe.
Go for the glory. Go for the score. Go for it. Yeah.
Connect 4. What a great song.
They don't do songs like that in toy commercials anymore. And I mean, they still do toys like we had when we were kids, but you know, it's not exactly
Don't you
the same.
remember?
I thought you were going to yell at me. Don't you dare talk about those.
No, you know what I remember? I remember being a little kid and I remember watching commercials for like action figure play sets or like Hot Wheels play sets and wanting so badly to have like the little diorama setups that they had You know what I mean? Like the mossy banks and the little rivers and stuff that like the bad guys hung out in, like all that stuff. I remember wanting so badly to have like the scenery and like.
Yeah, I know. Because they made it look amazing, and then you would get it home to play with it, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta
on the carpet.
I gotta drive
like,
this on the couch."
Yeah, I gotta make a pretend.
Table.
You could, like you can drag your finger through the carpet, and it like changes, the color of the carpet a little. Like I would draw like trenches with my fingers in the carpet.
Yeah, I remember like watching. Hello, Doom Eternal. I remember watching the commercial for Hot Wheels for the car wash one, and they had like a whole city set up and everything.
Yes.
And I got the car wash. And it just wasn't the same. It had like a
pump
little
the little
sponge,
thing
and you had to water, and you're like, and that was fun. But like you need to, like when you're playing, like they have the G.I. Joe commercials, and kids are like crawling out in the desert, and there's like planes flying over, and you get it home, and you're like crawling around in the dirt.
I had a fantastic toy. So when I was little. And I guess it's kind of like made its way into my adulthood with me too. But when I was little, and I'm an only child, and my mother was a very busy person, like she had a lot to take care of and a lot to do. And she worked when I got a little bit older. If I was like driving her crazy, she would give me all of my tub toys and a can of shaving cream and put me in the bathtub and give me a bath. Like
that beard.
Yeah. And so I would play with the shaving cream and my tub toys. And I had the coolest thing. It was called Tubtown. And it sounds like an adult film, like Tubtown.
You guys seen Tubtown yet?
So it would suction cup to the side of the wall, and then like you could like tether little boats to it. It was little people, but little people like when we were kids, it was just like that.
Yeah,
they were like the size of a finger, and you could make them go around in the Tubtown, and it was awesome. I loved my Tubtown. No, not Tugtown with a G. Tubtown.
Freddie Fro says, "Mom, can we get industrial-sized barrels to smash my Ninja Turtles into?"
Yeah.
Hello, Bert Nerbers.
Freddie Fro says, "Guys, let's rent Tubtown 3 at Nikki Hill's next birthday party."
Bert Nerbers, what a great name. Nikki Hill is texting me, and he says, "Can you call me back after I hang up?" Oh, okay, yes.
Here.
All right, you go right ahead. I'll continue with our show. What do we got here? Top 3 games with the most amount of players. Number 1 is 4 in a row. Number 2 is Dots and Boxes, which is kind of a surprise. And number 3 is Mancala. Dew Michaels is huge into Mancala. He's been... Hello? Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, this Bluetooth isn't working, so I'm just going to go speakerphone.
Well, that sounds good. Yeah, Dew Michaels is huge into Mancala. He's been going up against the hardest level computer and I believe destroying it. But he won't go online to take on real players. I don't know why he's afraid. I'm sure he could do it no problem. Wait. Top 3 games that are played by younger players: Team Tanks, 6-Ball Puzzle, and Toy Boxing. Top 3 games played with friends online: 6-Ball Puzzle, Last Card, which we know as Uno, and Hit and Blow. Top 3 games played with people around the world online: 6-Ball Puzzle, Mancala, and Hanafuda. Top 3 games with the longest average play session: Ludo, which is no surprise because Ludo it can take a considerable amount of time, especially if people are jumping on top of each other or Ludoing each other, I guess. Number 2 is Richie Mahjong, and number 3 is Backgammon. Top 3 games with the shortest average playtime: Toy Boxing, Team Tanks,
Sorry,
and...
Richie Mahjong has the longest playtime?
Richie Mahjong has the second longest average play session.
What are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to be playing some clubhouse games with Richie Mahjong over there.
You get Richie Mahjong on the horn. Let's have him over tonight. And then finally, that's perfect. Top 3 games with many turns. Richie Mahjong is number 1, followed by Mini Shogi and chess. That's two people. Richie Mahjong and Mini Shogi. There's your Clubhouse Games stats for you. I found those to be quite interesting. What have you spent the most time in with Clubhouse Games, Nikki Hill?
Solitaire.
How many hours do you think you pumped into that baby?
Probably close to 200.
Wow.
There's a couple of solitaire things. So because I'm at the point now where I don't want to lose, so I'll restart. Like I'll go undo all the way to the beginning. And there's a couple where it took me an hour just for one puzzle.
Tanuki Tony says, not mentioned on the list, but Toy Baseball is so underrated. I really like Toy Baseball. I like it a lot. It's just
frustrated because it's just like you can't time anything. Like by the time it's released, like you have no time to swing. It's crazy.
It is very challenging, yes. And if you have somebody online who has a bad connection, then it's impossible, I'll say. But if you got somebody with a good connection, it's what, for me and you? No, it wasn't. It's a very challenging game if you're playing against a real player. But if you have a bad connection, when I played before the game came out, when I was playing against somebody at the treehouse, they had a really bad connection and it was impossible to play. We couldn't do anything. But I'm glad the chat is going hard on Tugtown. Moving on.
Wait, what was Tugtown? I missed that.
Tubtown was a bathtub toy that I had. I also had some really sweet mermaid dolls that I brought into the bathtub.
Mermaids in Tugtown.
Yeah, mermaids in Tugtown.
Sounds like a hell of a time. Your mom was okay with this?
Oh yeah. She could get stuff. I almost swore. She could get stuff done around the house. I was occupied.
Mom Brain, can I get a drum roll, please? Ninjala has reached 3 million downloads. Gung Ho Online Entertainment announced that Ninjala has now managed to move 3 million copies, which, you know, it is a free game, but still 3 million unique Nintendo accounts have downloaded the game. To celebrate this milestone, they are offering 100 Jala as a thank you gift for all players. The launch celebration continues until August 26th, and new players will receive a total of 400 Jala. Ippon.
What?
Jala. 400 Jala and Ippon. Like, hooray. I have not played the game this past week. I've spent a considerable amount of time with it, but my opinion hasn't changed. Those few mechanics that irk me still irk me. The rock, paper, scissors irks me a lot, but I don't know. Hopefully they find success. I don't think
Spam says you're a weeb.
Hopefully they find success. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not for me. Weird says, curious how many people have spent money on the game. That would be an interesting statistic to hear. They have not shared that, and I don't know that they will. There's certainly a lot to buy in the game, and you can buy the whole solo campaign too. If you want to play alone.
Sorry, did you say the Han Solo campaign?
The Han Solo campaign, yeah. Splatoon, or god damn it, Splatoon. Ninjala X Han Solo. Yeah, it's a big crossover. I think they are doing crossovers. I just don't know with what. But
when you say Ninjala like that, it makes me think of Tony Danza.
You know how hard it is for me to say Ninjala because I don't want to say that. I want to say Ninjala.
Well, just think of how Tony Danza says Angela. You go, Ninjala.
Ninjala. Man, that really helps. I heard Tony Danza is a huge fan of Ninjala. Oh my god, that is such a great way to force me to say it the correct way. That's perfect. Oh man, that's good. All right, we're not doing that. All right, here we go. This is one of the big rumors of the week. Fans are going absolutely nuts trying to figure out if Nintendo's going to do a direct soon, if the rumored Mario anniversary titles are real, blah, 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 blah. So they're scouring every corner of the internet, and something quite interesting was found over on Twitter. Fans have found a 35th anniversary Mario Twitter account. It is the name is Super Mario 35th. It hasn't tweeted anything, and its tweets are protected. Now, anybody can make a Twitter account. It doesn't have to be anybody official. Somebody could hear the rumors that something is coming and try and get fans stirred up by making an account and getting people talking. We've seen people try and fool fans countless times. It's always going to happen. That's just the way it is. But there's a little piece of information here that makes this at least somewhat more plausible. People started spamming the password reset function on Twitter to try and see what email address is tied to the account. And the email address that pops up was ML, and then a whole bunch of asterisks because you don't get to see anything. But then the next part was, email addresses are, like blank at blank dot blank. So it was ML at N and then asterisks, and the rest of the asterisks were enough characters to spell out Nintendo, and then the rest of the email address was asterisk dot asterisk.
Isn't it asterisks?
It's very hard to say. Asterisk. So the email address basically could turn out to be nintendo.co.jp. So that's what Nintendo's email addresses are in Japan. So either someone went way above and beyond to use a spoof email address that would look like it could be tied to nintendo.co.jp, or this is legitimate. I don't know. Now, even if it is legitimate, I have to say something I always say. Nintendo sometimes protects things just in case they do something with it, but it doesn't guarantee something's going to happen. So if they wanted to protect against someone else using the Super Mario 35th Twitter account, they could have registered it, and they may never do anything with it. It may not mean anything. I don't know. But it could. We've seen it go both ways in the past. Also, I'll just mention it now because it ties into this. Later on in the week, fans found another account that was tied to F-Zero. It was like F-Zero JP or something like that. And people were like, oh my God, finally F-Zero. And it so happens that this Twitter account was registered by the same email address again, and it was registered in March. So it wasn't a reaction to this story coming out. This happened months ago. So if anything, that adds in more fuel for the fire. It leads it to look more legitimate.
See, now this is why Unsolved Mysteries is coming back at the perfect time, because we've got an internet full of super sleuths who have these like amazing skills that can be used for really good things.
I was watching, there was some clip on Reddit of internet detectives who were trying to figure out the height of this one streamer, and they were taking clips from his stream to measure like him against the door in the background. And also they took shots of his keyboard and found out what keyboard he had and measured the width and the length of it and showed it like compared to his door frame to figure out roughly how tall he is. And the big I don't know who the streamer is, but the big joke is the guy's really short, and their detective work figured out he was like 4'1", and he's like, I'm not 4'1", you weirdos. It's just really funny. They put together like a whole like
all these equations. I could see them like flying around.
That's what it was like, except they did like a 3D recreation of the guy's room, but like from like the early 90s. So it's very basic computer generated stuff, and like the keyboard like flies around the room and goes up against the door. It was really good. So yeah, this is what internet sleuths have found so far. And I have to say that email information is very
Spam wants to know how tall you are.
What am I, 5'10", 5'11"?
Taller than me, and I think I'm 5'8".
It's very intriguing because that email address thing, I don't know, that sticks with me. That's plus the fact that the F-Zero account was made back in March. Again, it could be just Nintendo protecting things, but I tend to lean towards it being legitimate, whether they do something with it or not. Digless says, interesting. Come on, Nintendo, give us what we didn't know we wanted. So excited for rumors to be true. I'm going to be so shocked if these Mario rumors aren't true. Nintendo's not going to let the 35th anniversary of Mario go on without something happening. And we saw that Hasbro is doing celebratory Mario, Jenga, and Monopoly versions for the 35th anniversary. So, something's going to happen.
The Discord wants to know how tall Josh is. And since you're the only one who's ever really met him in person.
Well, I mean, if you are paying attention to GoNintendo lore, you can
a big hello to my fans.
You can thank you, Josh. You can see that Josh can be the size of your average human, but he can also be the size of a skyscraper, as indicated by the artwork for the podcast. In that artwork, we are seen inside of Josh's chest as we pilot him around a city. So
we'll just have to wait and see.
Josh is a robot after all, so he can grow to whatever height he wants.
Thanks. Very cool.
Very cool, Josh.
Do we have a wiki?
A Josh wiki?
No, a GoNintendo wiki.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. There's a GoNintendo Reddit or subreddit that I was gonna do something with, and I just haven't had the time. I don't know. What?
Close it.
Never mind.
What?
No.
Yes, Nikki Hill?
You said there was a GoNintendo subreddit.
Yeah.
And do something with it. I said close it.
Oh, no, we should do something with it. I just don't know what. I got no idea. Moving on. Oh, man. This news is so disappointing to me. My worst fears have been confirmed.
We're out of ice cream?
That would be your worst fear. My worst fear would be we're out of milk.
Well, because I use milk in my lattes, we're never out of milk anymore.
Square Enix has confirmed a tidbit that people were suspicious of, and now it is official. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered will not include support for offline or local multiplayer. So, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the game that was literally built around local multiplayer, the remastered version will not have local multiplayer. I completely understand the decision to include online because we are living in an online world. We all get that, but to have that and not have local, which is how the original game was, it's such a disappointment. I can't say that I fault them for doing it because more people are going to play that game online together than they are locally. But when I think about how the experience is all about local multiplayer, it makes me sad.
But if 3 of us were at your house, we could all play
Yes.
long distance multiplayer, but in the same room.
Exactly. Yes, we could play online locally in the same room.
I mean, does that mess up your bandwidth and all that?
I mean, if you have 4 people playing online on the same internet, yes, it's going to be a little bit rougher than just one person playing online.
Because I feel like that's just the way around it, so that they don't have to do extra work to make it compatible for local.
Well, yeah, but they're not even saying that. They're not saying, remember, you can all go on the same internet connection at home and play together. Because that's probably not going to go smoothly for most people. But yes, technically you could do that. But yeah, their focus is on online. They said, as we have introduced an official broadcast, this product does not support offline multiplayer. For development reasons, it is necessary to select either offline or online. So we selected online multiplayer so that more people can play. What? It is necessary to select either offline or online for development reasons? What? You can do both.
I'm so sick of the G-dang binary in this world. I really am. Legitimately sick of it. Why does everything have to be one or another? Why can't it just be all at the same time?
Well, to be fair, it takes a certain amount of manpower to create this stuff and a certain amount of time and a certain amount of money. And when you have budget restrictions and time restrictions, you can't do everything. And also they have expectations of what the title is going to sell. So that gets factored in too. So, they're a business. They're looking to make money.
Everything's a G-dang business.
Whatever they've, the only, I don't want to say the only, but I would say the majority of people who want local multiplayer are probably going to be the ones who played it local multiplayer back in the day. But nowadays, however many years later it is, online multiplayer is going to, if they included local multiplayer but didn't include online, there would be a much bigger backlash than there is no local online.
I get it. Also, we need ice cream.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days. You were at a party. Did you not have ice cream?
I didn't eat because I didn't want to eat publicly. I mean,
Don't look at me.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, I didn't want to consume germs.
No, thank you. I won't be consuming germs today.
I mean, it was a kid's birthday. That's.
I don't know where you would potentially consume more germs though. At a birthday with a few people, or at a ice cream restaurant.
I don't know if I've ever heard it said like that.
I just need a pint of Ben and Jerry's. Do you remember the ice cream restaurant that used to be in the Peaburg Mall?
Would you guys like to go to the ice cream restaurant with me? You talk about this all the time. Yes, I remember it. I don't know how many more times I have to tell you that I remember
I
it.
remember Gami and my mom and Dorothy and me going there for ice cream.
Gami and my mommy. You know what I remember?
For ice cream
the
sundaes.
Peaburg Mall.
I know. May she rest in peace.
Conan Giga says, wow.
Wait. I had a question. Well, never mind, because I don't remember it.
Conan Giga says...
I do remember, but do the quote first, and then
I'll try the third time. Conan Giga says, "Wow, that's weird and lazy." Yes, Nikki Hill.
Okay, first off, Anastasia Beaverhausen, an ice cream restaurant is just an ice cream shop. I called it a restaurant because my brain don't work too good. What happened? So I was wondering, I don't know. We aren't necessarily privy to the information of like how many games that have local multiplayer are actually being used. You know what I mean? Like how many people are actually playing games that are available for local multiplayer, and how many of them are like actually utilizing or like getting together with multiple switches to play that way. So maybe other companies have that information somehow, and they're using that to decide, we're not gonna make that an option because no one's even doing it.
Well, the thing that there's a couple reasons why it stings so much with this game. First is, like I said, the original had it. Second, is the point you're bringing up. The Switch is perfect for it. Third, it's also available on iPhone and Android. 2 more devices that are perfect for local multiplayer. So it's just frustrating. I'm pretty sure everybody brings their phone with them everywhere they go.
Yeah, but even if you play local multiplayer, you're still playing probably over the internet.
What do you mean?
You're just playing with people who are in the same room with you, but it's not like
are you talking
direct your phone to somebody else's phone. It's going over the internet still, probably, right?
Well, no, that would not be local multiplayer then. You're either playing online or you're playing local multiplayer. Even if you're playing...
Well, how would you play... I've never played an iPhone game that's local multiplayer, so I don't know how that works unless it's using like AirDrop or something like
that. One of the classic board games was, I want to say Scrabble was like that, where your phone would have your Scrabble tiles, and if you had an iPad, that would be the full Scrabble board, and that wasn't through Wi-Fi.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
Okay.
That was fun.
Well, what about like Jackbox? That's not really like I could play Jackbox from my house to your house, essentially, kind of, right? In theory.
Yes, you can play it no matter where you are, as long as
connecting directly to the system or directly to each other's phones. That's directing through a server online.
Well, that's what the room code is for. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on, Reggie Fils-Aimé, who said he retired and then started to work at a bazillion other places, has now announced that he's going to be part of another place. Reggie is going to be on the board of directors for Rogue Games. Rogue Games is their co-founder and CEO is Matt Casamassina, which is a name you might remember if you've been following Nintendo for a long time. Matt Casamassina is the guy who used to head up IGN's Nintendo coverage for years and years, and Matt Casamassina is actually the guy who started IGN. His project a bazillion years ago turned into IGN, but he moved over to Apple for a while there, and he was handling games at Apple, and now he's moved on. I believe he's moved on. I don't think he's doing both. He's moved on to Rogue Games. So him and Reggie are teaming up for Rogue Games. As I said, Reggie is on the board of directors. So I don't know what Reggie's actually going to do, except Matt might be like, hey, is this a good idea? And Reggie will say, yeah, I know some people. And that's about it. Joshua 220 says, good to see he's found many new ventures. Yeah, the guy is busier than ever. Although, like I said, a lot of these might be in name mostly. Like maybe he'll have a monthly meeting virtually and talk about some stuff, but like he's not going to be in the day-to-day stuff or, in there like moving and shaking. Just he'll be asked questions when somebody needs his input, and that's about it. Masahiro Sakurai talked about Smash Brothers Ultimate, as he always does, but he talked about Min Min's inclusion in Smash Brothers Ultimate. This comes from Famitsu's latest column, and the translation comes from Push Dustin and Cephazon. So thanks to both of them for the translation. Sakurai says, in order to add content from upcoming games to Smash Brothers, Sakurai saw Nintendo titles that were still in development, which isn't all that surprising. He's very closely tied to Nintendo. And since it was so difficult to add a character, Sakurai decided to add Springman as an assist figure in Smash Brothers, as well as ARMS Spirits at the launch. He just having a ARMS character on the Smash Brothers Ultimate roster at launch just didn't make sense. But now later on, he could add in an ARMS character. Sakurai considered making the character without any special moves, but then he came up with something unique. Sakurai says he thinks about the project plan and then looks at the final result, and he feels that Min Min truly stands out for the things that he's done. And he said he expected some difficulties to come up during development, but there really weren't any major problems. Sakurai wanted to make Min Min's A button attack with the left arm and B button attack with the right arm. Sakurai thinks this shows the spirit of ARMS, where both arms have to be utilized simultaneously. And this creates the feeling of ARMS in Smash Brothers, but in the style of Smash Brothers. So he says you're meshing the two together, which is very important. When you bring a character into Smash Brothers, you want to make them feel like they're part of Smash, but you also want them to feel like they're coming from the franchise where they first spawned. When working with other IPs, the new developer doesn't necessarily have to follow the original games 100%. And the most important element is ensuring the characteristics and uniqueness of the original game shine through in this new project. There are only 5 DLC fighters, 5 more DLC fighters, and once they release, the continuous Smash Brothers development that started with Smash Brothers 3DS and Wii U will finally come to an end. So Sakurai has been doing nothing but Smash Brothers since Smash Brothers Wii U and 3DS went into development, and then he just moved right into Smash Brothers Ultimate. So once this DLC stuff is done, then Smash Ultimate is officially done. He says the team is already underway developing the remaining characters and will continue doing their best working from home.
Wow! Incredible!
Sakurai has ideas on how to improve the broadcast from home next time if they have to do another Smash broadcast from home. But he's hoping the next broadcast can be recorded in a more traditional manner, where people don't try and analyze what couch Sakurai has. The Destructo94 says...
Failure.
Those first 3 points make me think this second Fighter's Pass will be more first-party focused than the last one, which I'm totally down for, to be honest. Makes me think Rex, Pyra, or Mithra, another character who didn't make it in the base roster due to bad timing, is probably coming. I don't know. Maybe there will be some more Xenoblade.
More some.
Xenoblade characters.
I would like more some ice cream, please.
As I mentioned earlier, Hasbro is doing 35th anniversary versions of Mario Monopoly and Mario Jenga. And as soon as I posted about the Mario Jenga, people were on Twitter saying, is Lube going to come and play Jenga? Lube actually got in touch with me today, and he said, are you doing the podcast today? I have a half day. And I said, yes, we are, but virtually. And I said, I'm so sorry. And he said, it's okay. It's not your fault. The world is where it is. I said, I know. But Lube sends his love. And Lube, as you well know, if you're a longtime podcast listener, Lube does not have a phone that is capable of joining us. So he is not joining us. Smash Brothers.
Well, even if he did, how would we make it happen?
We could do 2 on this.
Could we?
Yeah. We could do a bazillion, but it's just a little fussy with Nikki Hill's phone. Jenga Super Mario Edition has you. What?
Bear?
I heard that.
Oh, I thought you said bear.
It sounded like you unmuted your phone to say bear and then muted it again.
Like there was a bear coming to get you.
Sorry, my phone is acting up because it's garbage.
Because it's bear. All right, Jenga Super Mario Edition. Race up the tower as Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Toad to defeat Bowser at the top. Each character has a corresponding card that players can refer to throughout the game. Players earn points by collecting coins as they stack steel and climb. If the tower falls on a player's turn, they'll lose coins and their chance to be the hero. Comes out August 1st, and it's $20.
That's kind of cool, like a new take.
I like that they are actually implementing Mario style mechanics into this, and as you'll see here, Mom Brain, the tower is a little bit different.
I like that.
But the question is, does anybody really do that stuff, or do they just play Jenga? Right? It looks like this one might be a little harder to play traditional Jenga with because you got Bowser hanging out there in the middle. So I don't know if it's exactly the same. Obviously, there's still traditional Jenga mechanics here, but you're not going to get the full experience because Bowser's stuck in the middle. Also, Mom Brain's favorite game,
Monopoly.
It's
not my favorite game, but I do enjoy a good game. Today's a great day for a game of Monopoly,
because we got 8 hours and
it's pretty hot out. And it's like just a nice.
Yep, there's nothing better than Monopoly on a nice hot day.
You're inside at the table. Here. Let me just paint a picture for you. Right.
I'm ready. Take me there.
We've been outside all day.
Already not believable.
Swimming in the pool. Right. You're like, let's say you're like 10 years old. Right. You've been out all day swimming in the pool. You pile up into the back of the truck and you go out for ice cream in your bathing suit. and you're drying off and you get your ice cream.
We get it. You want ice cream. We get it.
You go out, you get your ice cream, and you come back and you change into your dry clothes, maybe like shorts and a long sleeve shirt, and you all pile around the table with bellies full of ice cream, and you're comfortable and like just cool, and you play a game of Monopoly.
When does this story end? What do you mean? You play Monopoly, it's going to be towards the end of the day. By that point, Monopoly takes forever. Monopoly's not like
Steel Diver says this is a comfy story.
You don't play Monopoly within an hour. You play Monopoly until somebody's like, this goddamn game never ends, and then they throw the board across the room and you're over.
No. That's it. I want to go back to that.
Monopoly features locations from iconic Super Mario games that range from 1985 to present day, and Toad Houses and Peach's Castle replace houses and hotels. It includes an electronic question block with sound effects that can change a player's luck. This is also due out on August 1st and is priced at $30. So there you go. 2 board game staples getting a Mario makeover, and I would say neither of them is expensive, especially with Monopoly having the electronic component for $30. Steel Diver says, not sure why everyone hates Monopoly. It's my favorite board game. It would be cool if they updated the Ubisoft Monopoly game with a Mario board on Switch. Hopefully this version is well made and not on cheapo cardboard. I would imagine it will be a nicer version, but I could be wrong. Mom Brain.
Yes.
Can you hit me with those ad spots, and then we'll get back to her?
Ellen, in 15 seconds, what is Nice Games Club?
It's our game dev podcast. Steven, help!
Game mechanics, accessibility, art and animation, level design, prototyping.
Everything that goes into making video games. How's that, Mark?
Nice. Listen to Nice Games Club wherever you get your podcasts, or at nicegames.club.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Dunn, and I'm inviting you to listen to Our 3 Cents, a weekly podcast where myself and 2 of my very best gaming chums are counting down our top 100 favourite video games of all time. For all the episodes and information, check out our website, www.our3cents.co.uk.
Looks so regal. No, we're done. That section of the show is over.
You have to kiss his hand. He's
Sorry.
the king.
I kissed both of his hands. That's what I did.
Oh, I thought you kissed him on the mouth.
Josh, I believe you have something to say to us about our next story. I guess not. The usual weekly thing, Josh. You say it all the time.
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks for finally joining us there, Josh.
Well, he has a lot to say today.
So, the European eShop downloads for the week of July 16th. July 16th. These are the eShop downloads for Europe. Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Oh, boy.
Mega Party, a Too Tough Adventure. Warhammer 40,000.
Mega Doo-Doo.
Mechanicus? Mechanicus.
Is that what I sound like?
No, I wish I sounded that clear and, whatever.
Is that what I sound like?
Is that what I sound like? Warhammer, so let me try that again.
None of your
Warhammer
business.
40,000. Mechanicus. There we go. All right, and there's more. Those are the big ones, but these are the other ones. And these could actually be just as fun. Hashtag fun time.
Yeah.
Boss Guard.
Is that where Thor lives?
Who's the boss? Angela? Ninjala? It's finally you. One big, bad, player-controlled boss goes against a team of Vikings, each with special abilities. Enter Boss Guard, a hectic 1 vs. 2, 1 vs. 3, up to 1 vs. 5 boss fight multiplayer game in which you get to crush your enemies as the boss. You can also fight in Viking vs. Viking and formats. There's another game, Caretaker.
That's what Mom Brain plays with me.
Explosive Dinosaurs. Also, remember I had this whole thing about Flynn's Arcade last week?
Yes.
This one's from Flynn's Arcade as well.
There you go.
Pumping them out. This one, I'm assuming this is the name of the game. Get 10 Quest. This other one, Golf.
Yeah, just flat out golf.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Oh, okay.
Did you know you can win money just for playing Tetris? $5,000 is on the line tonight in Tetris Prime Time.
Josh, we're not plugging. Well, we talked about Tetris before, but
Wow. Thanks for that info, Josh.
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
Why would I want to play Tetris for
That
free?
was a really great story.
How much was it, Josh? $5,000?
Did you know you can win money just for playing Tetris? $5,000 is on the line tonight in Tetris Prime Time.
There you go. $5,000 is on the line.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
Home Run High is another game coming. Neon Abyss. Oh, that's from Team 17, huh?
Well, they published it.
Yeah, I figured. I don't know what I figured. Never Break Up. Never Break Up is a relaxing family game for 2 players. Play with your friends, lover, or even parents.
Yeah.
It's tons of fun for both young and old alike. Players are transformed into ball-shaped animals and then bound together with elastic rope.
Yep. Story checks out.
Checks in.
Never Song. Don't know what that's about. Pangean? Does that sound right to you? Power Racing Bundle. I guess that's got multiple games in there. It's a bundle of some games. Oh, there it is. Enjoy 2 games in 1. There you go. Radical Rabbit Stew. Res, please. Starlit Adventures Golden Stars. Ooh. Tales from the Dragon Mountain 2. The Lair. I like the name of this game. Tanky Tanks. What'd you play this week? Oh, little Tanky Tanks.
Little Tanky Tanks.
There's a dancey dance on Yo Gabba Gabba.
DD Mega
Tanks.
Doodoo.
I did a little dancey dance.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took a nappy nap and a washy wash, a bathy bath. Ultra Hat Dimension. Hey, I sweaty. It's a puzzle game about adorable hats. All right.
I'll let him have it.
Waifu Uncovered. I think somebody in that room played that game. And I was looking at this game too. We Should Talk.
A short-form narrative game that will make you think carefully about the words you choose. Can your relationship survive the night?
Yeah, so I was looking at it and it was just interesting because like every response that you have is broken up into like 3 parts or whatever, and you can scroll through and like craft your sentences and stuff. So it's not just like choosing 3 predetermined sentences. Like you can kind of craft your sentences with multiple options.
And maybe they don't make any sense by the end.
I mean, my human life sentences don't make any sense. So yeah.
Perfectly said. Steel Diver says, I'll be picking up a physical copy of Paper Mario. Never been a huge Paper Mario fan, but I'm a slave to first-party releases. Now give us All Stars 2.
The game is fun.
Ooh, that is the rumor, my friend. North America, what do we get? We got Paper Mario the Origami King, Never Song. Panzer Paladin is coming out July 21st.
You're very excited for that.
I am. Warhammer 40,000, Mechanicus. Hashtag fun time.
Yeah, it's easier to pronounce Mechanicus when you actually like
Mechanicus
works it out for you.
Aircraft Evolution, Arcade Archives Gradius, Caretaker, Dongo Adventure, Explosive Dinosaurs, Get 10 Quest, Golf, Home Run High, Lockstone, Mega Party, A Too Tough Adventure, Never Break Up, One Dog Story, The Power Racing Bundle, Radical Rabbit Stew, Starlight Adventures Golden Stars, Super Club Tennis, Tales from Dragon Mountain 2, The Lair, Tanky Tanks, Ultra Hat Dimension, Waifu Uncovered, and We Should Talk. There's your North American releases. Thank you very much. We have a tidbit of information.
Ooh, I love a good tidbit.
That is very interesting to fans.
You know what goes really well with a tidbit?
Ice cream?
Yep.
Nintendo's Kensuke Tanabe did an interview where he shared a very interesting detail about Paper Mario games, but he did not offer an explanation as to why this is. People have been saying, why don't Paper Mario games have new companion characters anymore. Like, why don't they have new Mario style characters in them as your companions? And this, we hear this little detail from Mr. Tanabe. He says, since Paper Mario Sticker Star, it's no longer possible to modify Mario characters or to create original characters that touch on the Mario universe. That means if we aren't using Mario characters for bosses, we need to create original characters with designs that don't involve the Mario universe at all, like we've done with Ollie and the stationary bosses. Why is that? We don't know, but the edict came down from somewhere at Nintendo that you're not allowed to play with designs on Mario characters anymore. So you can make wholly original characters like the Origami King and Olivia, brand new characters that are not tied to anything in the Mario universe beforehand, but are obviously now a part of the Mario universe. But you can't do things like take a Koopa Troopa and give him a mustache and a cowboy hat and I don't know, a pretty dress. You can't do that anymore. It's just regular Koopa Troopa. So that's why in the new game, Bobby the Babam just looks like a Babam. He doesn't have any like features on him that makes him look different. There's other characters you'll come across who are dressed differently, but they don't have any special defining features outside of that. Like you'll meet a Toad character who's well, I don't want to get into spoilers, but he wears a different outfit. But yeah, you can't, according to Mr. Tanabe, you can't make those big sweeping changes like previous Paper Mario games had, where you had really unique takes on specific Mario characters like Goombas or Koopa Troopas or any of that. Why is that? I honestly don't know. Mr. Tanabe doesn't say why either. He just says they can't do that anymore, which in one part explains things to fans. The cat's going to jump up.
I was wondering where he was.
Explains things to fans as to why those characters don't appear anymore, but we don't know why the decision was made. So it's part nice to get just a confirmation that they're not doing that anymore, but then it's equal parts frustrating to have no idea why they made that edict. Mr. Koi says, Kensuke Tanabe might be my least favorite big name at Nintendo. I feel like the best Nintendo devs are able to find new ways to reimagine their games and keep them fresh, but still hold on to what fans love about them. Breath of the Wild was radically different mechanically from past Ills, but still largely beloved by fans because it was so excellent at delivering this grand open world full of exploration. But Tanabe seems so intent on not holding onto so much stuff that people loved about Paper Mario. Big stories, RPG mechanics, unique and interesting side characters. It's pretty upsetting. Having played Paper Mario the Origami King, I will defend it and say I really enjoy this story. It obviously has RPG mechanics in it. There's just no experience gained from the RPG mechanics. But the RPG mechanics are still definitely there. And unique and interesting side characters, I will say the game definitely has those too. They're just not as unique in terms of overall design as compared to previous Paper Mario entries, but they are still unique and certainly interesting. I think the adventure is much better for them this time around. Hopefully, if you are playing the game, you'll feel the same way. I would love to know your thoughts. But more from that interview as well. Tanabe... Mr. Tanabe talked about how they want the Paper Mario games to be welcoming to everybody, not just RPG fans or Paper Mario fans. He says, first, Nintendo's philosophy on game creation is that we don't ignore casual players in creating our games. This is also true for games such as those in the Metroid Prime series, games that at first glance look like they are only aimed at core gamers. With that in mind, what we've done in the Paper Mario series is put a lot of work, particularly into the puzzle-solving elements of the game, so they can be enjoyed by core users. Blah 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 blah. This is an adventure game after all, so it wouldn't be right if battles didn't also have some kind of puzzle-solving element to them. However, I think it's difficult to satisfy certain fans with the adventure game direction if they think of Paper Mario games as simply being RPGs. I hope that everyone will play this game with an open mind. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Telling people have an open mind is one way to make sure that their mind does not open. So if there's people who think that Paper Mario should only be traditional RPG mechanics and you say have an open mind, they're going to be, I would say by and large, more closed off.
Have trouble having open minds sometimes.
like I've said before, I understand people wanting a Paper Mario that is more traditional in its RPG sense because they love the original 2 so much. But on the flip side, I will say if you were missing out on a game like Paper Mario, the Origami King, because of those reasons, then I really think you're missing out on something special. But that's just my own opinion. They also talked about how they approach... What?
I have a question.
Yes.
You played the game.
Yeah.
Mario has those 1,000-fold arms.
Yeah.
Did you count the folds?
I did not.
Okay, so they're just calling it 1,000 folds, but there's probably not 1,000 folds in it.
I don't know. You got to count it.
Yeah. Okay.
To
count it, I have to buy it. Oh man, that's how they sell systems. That's how they sell units.
Tanabe also said it talks about the story, and he says Super Paper Mario, the elaborate story led the game away from the Mario universe. So since Paper Mario Sticker Star, I've refrained from using stories that are too complicated. Personally, though, I like games with stories. Blah 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 blah. In Paper Mario Color Splash, I avoided having a complicated story so as to not veer too far away from the Mario universe and instead aimed for a game with more memorable events. To create even more memorable experiences for players in Origami King, we've established some characters other than the partner character who will also journey with players through the game. In particular, I think that Bobby the Bob-omb has turned out to be just as memorable a character as Olivia. I think Olivia is a fantastic character, and I think Bobby is as well. I really, really, really like, to tell you the truth, the characters that you spend like considerable time with in Origami King, I absolutely adore. And I love the adventure. I love the journey. I love the story. I love the way it's written. It's not, I don't want to say it's not like a grand story. It's not like a super complicated story, obviously, but I would argue that not many Nintendo games have a super complicated story. I will say it's not as maybe multi-layered or multifaceted as Thousand Year Door or something like that, but I still think this story is greatly enjoyable. And I can't stress enough that for me, the adventure really felt like an adventure. The adventure felt like I was actually on this adventure with them. I just the rapport between the characters and the locations that you visit together combined. I honestly think it's fantastic, and I know people have been for a long time upset that Paper Mario doesn't have traditional experience points, and that is something that has never bothered me.
Well, you're not, admittedly, not a big RPG player.
Yeah, but I played Paper Mario and
Right.
Thousand Year Door, which were both traditional, and
But
I
just to
greatly
give people
enjoyed
the
them.
reference of like,
Well, that's besides the point. Like I'm saying, I don't care because I'm willing to take what. Like if Nintendo made a even more traditional RPG, I would be open to it just because I'm open in general.
but my point being that if RPG is like your thing, like that's what you crave and your experiences, like that could be.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, you still do RPG turn-based battles here.
Right.
That's still in the game. You just do not get experience for them. You get coins and you get confetti.
And
But I was going to
doesn't
say,
want
like,
coins and confetti.
Sticker Star, I wasn't too into. I didn't like how the mechanics played out. Color Splash, I did like. But I will say, if you are a Nintendo/Mario fan, and you are skipping out on Origami King because of those reasons, because of the lack of experience, I really think you're missing out. I think you're doing yourself a disservice as a Nintendo fan because it does so much for the universe of Mario in general that it's wonderful. I really like it.
Spam says raw meat. Rank
saw it.
the
I
Paper
saw it.
Marios now. Podcast exclusive hot take.
I'm not doing it. I need more time to think
You
about
heard
that.
it here first, folks. He's not doing it.
I need more time to think about it. I can't just. I'm not one for hot takes. Mr. Koi says, I can almost see where he's coming from with not wanting the story to be overly complicated. An obsession with plot twists, backstories, and retcons has made Kingdom Hearts incoherent nowadays. And I say that as a huge fan of the series, but I never felt that was the issue with Paper Mario games. And it sucks how he singles out Super Paper Mario in particular, as that game's story was many people's favorite thing about it. And it being so different from a standard Mario setting was part of what made it so interesting. I loved Super Paper Mario. I was also upset to hear that. But Nintendo gets the feedback, and the people must have said that they were confused by the story or didn't like the story or whatever about the story. But yeah, I loved Super Paper Mario. Nikki Hill, you really enjoyed it too, right?
I did.
It's a really good one.
I never played the other RPG ones though, so I don't have a reference. But so I guess if somebody was expecting that, maybe they'd be upset. But I don't remember having a hard time understanding things. I don't remember the story right now.
Well, the question is, are you going to get Paper Mario: The Origami King?
I might not.
I think it would be very interesting to hear your take on it because it's outside of your usual wheelhouse.
I think it would be very interesting if you bought me the game then.
Well, maybe I'll do that, Millhouse.
All of us haven't been working this whole time.
All right, moving on. Josh, I believe you have something for us?
Hey, be quiet. I think I hear something. NPD, 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 NPD. Is that what I sound like?
Thank you very much, Josh. Josh introduced us to NPD this month. We have the top 20 bestsellers.
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Thank you, Josh. For June 2020. So, Nikki Hill, Mom Brain, let's have at it.
The Last of Us
Animal Crossing.
All right, The Last of Us Part 2 is number 1. Animal Crossing is number 3.
Minecraft.
Nope.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Minecraft is number 13 overall. Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 4, yes.
NFL.
That's remember, as I think I've reminded you multiple times, Madden games come out in August.
Okay. NBA.
NBA 2K20 is number 8.
FIFA Las Vegas.
I don't see it. I gotta say no. Any other guesses, or should we start playing music game?
Nikki Hill can. I've been dominating.
One you guys always forget, and I don't know how. It's number 2.
Pokemon?
I don't know what he said.
Pokemon?
Nope.
Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That is number 9. Okay, here we go. Number 2, bro.
Call of Duty.
You always forget it. Number 5, long-running franchise. It's about spines and blood and
Mortal Kombat.
Number 6, Rat Hats.
Red
Dead Redemption 2. Number 7, it's about exercise.
Ring Fit
Adventure. And then number 10, Nikki Hill. You and I have played it with Do Michaels, but we have not finished it. Minecraft Dungeons. There you go. There's your top 10. Here's the really interesting note. Ring Fit Adventure was number 7 this month. Last month, it was number 835 because stock was so low that there were hardly any units to go around. But Nintendo has since replenished and it's shot all the way back up to number 7, which is crazy. As you might suspect, the Switch was the number 1 hardware once again. But yes, not surprising that Last of Us Part 2 was number 1. Switch was once again the best-selling hardware in June in terms of both unit and dollar sales. So it sold the most units and it made the most money. There's your NPD data for June 2020. Weird says, was interested to see where some of the third-party releases like BioShock and Borderlands would land on the chart. Interesting that only The Outer World barely cracked the top 10. Well, remember, this is a physical-only chart, and I would imagine if people were going for BioShock or Borderlands, they would go with the digital option rather than the retail, because even if you buy it at retail, you still need to download stuff anyway. So why not just bite the bullet and download all of it?
Plus, right now it's a little more difficult to get a hold of physical copies, quickly.
Yeah. Sega, finally, our last top story, says that they want to take, quote, good care, end quote, of 2D and 3D Sonic. So if you're a fan of either type of Sonic, Sega says they gotcha. This is Sega's Takashi
Meow.
Iizuka. He says, not much time has passed since the distinction between classic and modern was made. In fact, it was since 2011's Sonic Generations. Even before that, in addition to the main 3D series, there was a high demand for the 2D action games such as the Sonic Advance series. So we revived the old Sonic as classic Sonic for the 20th anniversary title, Sonic Generations. We initially thought that it would be a 20th anniversary project only. However, after we had a strong demand for a new classic Sonic standalone title, that became 2017's Sonic Mania. We would like to take good care of these two very popular iterations of Sonics in the future. I would be shocked if Sonic Mania didn't sell a considerable amount more than Sonic Forces, but I'm sure Sonic Forces
No one cares about me.
Still sold a good amount. KCST says, wasn't there supposed to be some big Sonic announcement every month this year? There was, but then that thing known as the pandemic happened. So Sega was originally going to do their South by Southwest panel where they would reveal some stuff, and then that got pushed back because of the pandemic, and then that got pushed back again because of the pandemic. So Sega's like, I don't know what we got to do now. So they're still figuring things out, but someday soon there should be quite a explosion of Sonic news. So look forward to that. That's it. Nikki Hill.
Yeah, here.
Present. What have you been playing?
I guess Friday the 13th in Clubhouse Games. I talked about beating The Last of Us last week, I think, right?
You did say that. Yes, I believe so.
Oh, you know what I did? I jumped back into
Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the, and yeah, so I didn't really go back to it after I tried it that day. So it's a hard jump to go back to that after playing something, that The Last of Us is so completely different. So.
Well, that's what I was saying to you last night. The genres are at least somewhat similar, so you're obviously going to compare them. And I would imagine going from that to...
Well, the genres are similar to, that's similar to Drake's Fortune or whatever, but...
Well, I mean, they're still both, third-person action-adventure games.
Yeah, but it's still drastically different. And it's not even just that, it's, the style, the animation, the color... the lighting, all the lip syncing and everything. Like you had said, how The Last of Us is so polished on the lip syncing and everything. And then you go back to another game and you're like, wow, it's just the things that I take for granted when I play stuff like that.
That's why I said you should go to something that's just completely other end of the spectrum, like Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Yeah.
I thought about that too.
Or Yacht Dice.
Tanuki Tony says, I beat Conker's Bad Fur Day today for the first time. Such a difficult game, but so funny. Congratulations. So that's it, Nikki Hill?
Yeah, I think so. How about you, Mom Brain? What did you play this week?
Do you want to go next, or would you like to be last?
Can I go last?
Yeah.
What did you play, Romney Cowboy?
Oh, thank you, Nikki Hill. I played Friday the 13th last night with everybody, and we had a good time. I'm also playing Panzer Paladin, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. I will be allowed to talk about it on the 21st, I believe. So look forward to that. I want to talk about it a lot. What else did I play? What else did I play? Oh, I played Paper Mario, the Origami King, which I did my review for and all that. So I'm not going to get into spoilers, but I did my review. I answered questions. So whatever you want to know, you can get from all my coverage and my footage and all that. But yeah, I love the game. I love it. I think it's charming. I think it's ridiculously witty. I really like the adventure, the characters. I love the settings. I love everywhere you go. I love it. I love it. I really, really, really enjoyed that adventure game. I loved the ring aspect to battling. I was unsure about the boss battles because they were so difficult, but then I really liked they were so difficult for me anyway. I really liked the challenge of it, and I got into it, and I really liked planning things out. The boss battles really, how the boss battles are handled really grew on me. Yeah, I like that game. Seriously, I can't tell you how much I've been thinking lately about how if people miss out on this game simply because it doesn't have experience points or because it is not a direct sequel to the 1,000-Year Door, it's so saddening to me. It really makes me sad to think that people are going to miss out on this one because it is well worth your time. So that's that. All right, Mom Brain. You have the floor. What have you been playing?
Well, I played Animal Crossing. You know, the usual. All is going well. And then I started playing The Last of Us Part 1.
I brought... What?
Me? I'm happy for it.
I brought the PS3 upstairs and got the controller and all the plugs and the cord for the controller and set it all up in my office, and she's been playing on the TV in there.
I mean, I can talk about what I'm playing, right? Like, that's
the first one. Talk about whatever you want.
Okay.
It came out 7+ years ago.
Well, I'm just making sure. So I'm very much enjoying the game. I just made it to fall, and I made it to like Tommy's power plant, and Ellie just ran away, and we went to go find her, and we met back up with her, and Joel is taking Ellie to the college to meet up with presumably the Fireflies. So that's where I left off. I'm really enjoying the game. I'm fine. I mean, I'm playing it on easy mode.
Mom Brain has been quoting Josh Grobot all week. Every time I walk into the room while she's playing, she says, "I'm a hardcore gamer."
Yeah. I ambushed a dude yesterday, so I think that makes me pretty hardcore. So, you know, at first it was a little bit rocky. I will tell you that I am experiencing some lingering like neck pain because I'm like real tense while I'm playing. And I get like a little bit like motion sick while I'm playing, but not enough to stop. So I really am enjoying like the flow of the game. It was a little bit of a rocky start. Took me a little bit to kind of like get into it and like get to know the controls and like make everything work for me.
Speaking of the flow, what do you think about the water?
Nikki Hill had a famous conversation about the water in the original game when it came out on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. The water's great.
Well, there you go. You heard it here.
So now I'm like really into the flow and I know how to like do what I need to do, and like I feel really confident in my skills. Well, not really confident, but confident enough in my skills. I've gotten really stealth. And I've been able to like really
stealth,
make my way around without alerting the bad guys.
I'm so stealth.
I'm so super stealth. I've been upgrading stuff and like crafting stuff, so that's been really good. You know, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to getting to play today. In fact, I'm enjoying it so much that yesterday was the first time since Animal Crossing came out that I didn't play it. I forgot.
Boo, you left rolled there all alone.
I know, I'm really sad about it. I don't know. I got like so...
You played a lot.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Play. I think a lot of people played both of those games the same way. You just can't help it. You just need to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here. Podcast is going on. Here, me, you.
Sorry.
What are you doing when you were like lost in time?
No, I'm looking in the Discord. I'm enjoying it. I cannot wait. I mean, I don't know how far I am into the game.
Say you're more than halfway.
Yeah, it kind of has that feel to it. And I'm looking forward to playing the second one.
I'm real proud of you.
And the second one, you'll have to move into the basement to play in the real setup.
Yeah.
I have all my retro stuff set up on the bar downstairs because we have a bar in our house that we don't use because we don't drink. So I have an old, like a nice old TV down there, and I'm going to set everything up, but I haven't yet. So I grabbed a PS3 and brought it up here and set it up for Mom Brain to play up here. And how depressing is it that the PS3 is retro? PS5's coming out. So yeah.
Also, the PS3 is It
God, that sucker's
blows
so loud.
very loudly and all
I forgot
the time.
how loud that system was. It's always been loud. People say the PS4 is loud, but my PS4 has never been all that loud. It's been pretty okay. But my PS3 from day one is like a jet engine, man.
Yeah, like I had to turn. I was like, I can't hear them talking. Like, I feel like I can't turn off all the background to hear what I need to hear.
That cord is long enough for you to put headphones in if you want to play with headphones now.
No, because they push on. I don't want to get sick. They push on my ears.
You can wear whatever headphones you want.
Maybe I don't know.
It's not like
I feel
this
that's
is exclusive.
No, I feel like that's gonna make me have a problem.
Okay, weirdo.
Yeah, I'm sensitive to all that business.
You're sensitive, all right. You don't have any pair of headphones that you can play comfortably with?
Not for the amount of time that I am playing.
Okay. All right. Well, next week you should be able to talk to us about your how you feel about how that game ended.
I'm hoping that tomorrow I can talk about it.
Well, not on the podcast.
No.
What's going on here, Parrot Boy?
Oh, what a sweet.
Oh my God. What a slinker.
I mean, he's generally not that coordinated. He's actually a pretty clumsy cat.
All right, let's do our questions. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general. Or they can be about whatever the hell you want. You pull that out awfully early. No soundboard for the whole questions thing?
I can't win with you. Mom brain, not ready.
Today's question comes from Joe is Cool.
Hey, Joe. You are cool.
Joe says, I have a question pertaining specifically to RMC.
Ooh.
That's me.
Do you want me to read the question?
I can't grow a beard as luxurious as yours, or at least I haven't tried. So I will have to live vicariously through you in this thought. When you go to bed, do you fall asleep with your beard above or below the covers? I don't know. I never think about it, so I don't think there is one way or the other.
I would
can answer that.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe I can't.
Thank you, Nikki Hill.
Usually when I see you, the covers are pulled up not all the way to your armpits, but under your arms. So I feel like your beard is above the covers.
I think that would make the most sense, yeah. But I'm sure I sleep with it under the covers, too.
Wait, doesn't Mom Brain have a photo of you sleeping where she thought you were dead?
Yes.
So maybe we should refer to the photo.
You could, well, you're on her phone, so we can't. But I believe my beard is outside of the covers on that one.
It probably is.
But it's not something where I lay down and put the covers down. I'm like, oh, my beard's caught up. It's just...
No, but so the covers cover most of your body, but then your beard is the blanket for the top portion of your chest.
Yeah, like Lady Godiva.
Yeah, I never have anything where I'm well, I should say I have very few things now because I'm so used to it where I'm oh, my beard. I will say two things that happen, which I'm sure will gross people out, but I'm going to say them. Sometimes when I go in the fridge, I'll close the door and my beard gets caught in the fridge. Or sometimes if I'm not paying attention and I'm putting the lid back on or the cap back on a milk container, I'll catch a beard hair in it by accident. What is this guy doing? But outside of that, I'm never oh, my beard's causing me trouble. It's just there. It's part of me.
That it's when you're eating that you have the most fuss with a beard.
But it doesn't bother
you've got to
me.
part the mustache and you tuck the beard into the shirt and there's always a crumb.
I only tuck my beard into my shirt if we're out.
That's right.
It's called class. Thank you.
Do you remember riding in an elevator and an old woman was mesmerized by your beard and she reached out and touched it?
I do remember that. Yes, I do.
Where were you?
Washington, D.C.
I don't. Well, Nikki Hill says Washington, D.C.
When we went to see...
oh, yeah.
When we stayed at the Watergate?
Yeah, was that the lady that said that her grandson did Mama's Boy or whatever it was?
No, I think that was Santa Monica.
Oh, never mind then. Thanks for the question, Joe is cool. We also have a Patreon question.
The world's best singer.
Oh. Thank you, Josh. Yes, we have.
I said, worst part about having a beard. So Freddie Fro says, worst part about having a beard, the refrigerators. But that reminded me. What's the hardest thing about having a beard?
Mustache. Yes, we have a Patreon question. If you would like to join the Patreon,
For $1.
For $1, you can do so. Today's Patreon question comes from Autumnal Blake. And he says, if we had a GoNintendo brunch, where would we go for it? And what would you order? Pizza Hut and pizza. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I want Pizza Hut.
Let me tell you something.
I want Pizza Hut.
We were talking about...
Can we get Pizza Hut?
Sure. We were talking today at the party about what we've been doing. And I was like, oh my God, I found a Pizza Hut copycat recipe. And my one family was, the mom was like, send me the recipe. I was like, I will. And she goes, I got to tell you something. We stole 2 pans from Pizza Hut and you can't make better pizza in anything. And I was like, oh my God, I have a spatula from a Pizza Hut and it's my favorite spatula. She goes, we got 2 of those too. And I was like, can I become part of your family? Because I feel like...
Hell? I love Pizza Hut.
Yeah, but you get mad when I try to take stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry I get mad when you try and steal things from Pizza Hut.
I know.
Why
Do you
don't
really
just
want
ask
Pizza
them
Hut today?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, well, you have to come with me to get it. It's a long ride and it gets lonely.
Well, yeah, I'll go with you.
Promise?
Yeah.
Wow. Can we get ice cream?
I was gonna say, I know Nikki Hill's been asking about the Pizza Hut by his house, and it's equidistant from us and him.
All right.
I just don't know.
I don't think that's today. Like you said, there's no, we can't even go there to eat. It's
very busy today.
I don't think
what do you want to do? You want to drive back there, meet so that you can get a pizza and I can get a pizza and then drive back to our own home?
Well, I mean, you. Well.
Oh, hey, you're here too? That's crazy.
What we could do is, we could go out and get a pizza. You could come up here and we could have a socially distant pizza party on the deck. And Kirby has been wanting to hang out, and today we could maybe do that.
If I was feeling better, I would consider that, but I'm not really feeling that good.
Not even he would do it. If he was feeling better, he would consider it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Next weekend. Dog, it's 90 degrees out. Like, it's not great for her.
Ah, yes, the dog. All right, today's
it is hot now.
Patreon question comes from Autumnal Blake, and they say,
this past week was like beautiful.
I know.
If we had a GoNintendo brunch,
weekend was crazy. Sorry.
Where would we go for it, and what would you order? Well, I'm sticking by my answers. Pizza Hut and Pizza Hut.
I would have it at the Love and Oven, and I would order some kind of like French toast pancake waffle situation.
Let me counter that.
And a delicious fresh pressed
How about
juice.
Friendlies with their ice cream?
That's not brunch.
Why not?
Because it's just not.
Why isn't it?
Because ice cream isn't brunch.
Who says? Is there a list somewhere of foods that are officially part of brunch? No, there's not.
Quite frankly, I would prefer if I
like
made the brunch.
Things or brunch, isn't it? Things that are about to go bad.
Rotten breakfast things is
man.
brunch?
Or like last night's dinner reheated and thrown in with eggs or something. So it's like a frittata or something.
Then why is this a thing? Who the hell? No, come on, dude. Who the hell wants to eat rotten breakfast food?
It's a thing because you get mimosas. And
not me.
People like to sip their
Mamisi.
Mimosas and micheladas and eat their avocado toast.
I do like avocado toast.
Their avocado toast.
I was gonna say, Mom Brain likes avocado toast.
Yeah, so. I've had it several times.
Manch, can you not eat the cord to the computer? Get him out of here. This guy's got to go. Just out and close the door. We only got 10 minutes left anyway. Sorry, Manch, you did it to yourself. You do it to yourself. It's true. You and no one else. My favorite Radiohead album. Hate that album. All right, Mom Brain. Let's do music. Send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
He's already knocking things over.
Is that outside though?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Spam is buying a house in a few hours.
Congrats, Spam.
Wow. Congratulations.
Welcome to a lifetime of debt.
Oh.
I don't think I sound like that anymore.
First song today comes from Blood Ocean 07.
This is Shovel Knight.
Yes, it is.
Title screen.
Keep score, please. Autumnal Blake's not here.
I got it.
That was from Shovel Knight, and it was sent in by Autumnal Blake. It was sent in by Blood Ocean 07. Sorry.
podcastmusic@gmail.com.
This one comes from Guy Bones.
Is this a portable?
Yes.
Is this Game Boy Color?
Yes.
Mickey's Speedway.
No.
Muppet something.
No.
Pokemon.
No.
Something licensed.
No.
First party?
I don't think so.
I got no idea.
Give up?
Yeah.
Magination.
I don't even know what that is.
So that was Magination. It's spelled like Magi, but I'm assuming it's Magination.
Gift to the Magi.
That's right.
Magi Nation, yeah.
And it was from Guy Bones. This one comes from Jess I.
Oh my god, why do I know this?
Because you played it.
What system?
Switch.
Oh, is it ukulele or?
It's not.
It's not?
It's not ukulele.
Is it Yuka anything?
No. It's Yuka nothing.
Oh, is it Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
It sure is. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on the Switch.
Same composer, so.
Well. And that was from Jess I. This one does come from Autumnal Blake. It's a little sour.
Is this first party?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. What system? All right, let's just get Pokemon out
That's
of the way.
fine now. 3DS. It's not Pokemon.
Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Sticker Star.
Yeah. That was Paper Mario Sticker Star from Autumnal Blake. This one comes from Pratt Trap.
It sounds somewhat familiar.
Okay.
It's gotta be something Japanese.
Oh.
System?
Switch.
I don't know. Go ahead.
One Step from Eden.
Oh, I haven't played that.
From Pratt Trap. Likely story.
That's first party?
No, she didn't say that.
Oh.
Were you not listening?
I thought it was. I don't know what I'm hearing.
Here comes one from Reginilla.
Wow. Is this actual Game Boy Color?
Yes.
Wow. This is really good. Is this first party?
Sure is.
Pokemon. Get it out of the way.
Yep.
Yep. Pokemon. Thank you. I don't know. Diamond Pearl.
No.
I don't know what. Trading card game.
Nope.
Pinball.
Nope.
Is it like a regular Pokemon?
No.
I don't know what Pokemon spin-off.
Pokemon. Which Pokemon is it?
Game Boy Color. Some puzzle game. Trazi.
No.
Pokemon. I don't know. Can I get it? Pokemon. What is on Game Boy Color?
I feel like you might have been playing a remake of this lately.
Pokemon Puzzle League?
Pokemon Puzzle Challenge.
Whatever. I got it.
All right. We'll give it to you. It was Pokemon Puzzle Challenge from Regnilla. This one comes from The Sacred Wolf.
Oh, I know this. This is first party, isn't it?
I don't know.
Why do I know this? What system?
64.
Okay. Okay. It's really good. Bomberman?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not first party.
It is Bomberman 64 on the 64. The next song we have today comes from Toad 64.
God damn it, I know this too.
What system is this?
Game Boy.
Oh, I definitely know this. Game Boy. First party?
Yep.
That should narrow it down, but it doesn't. Alright, it's not Mario.
It is not Mario.
It's not Zelda.
Nope.
Not Pokemon. Game Boy.
Game
Is it Donkey
Boy?
Kong?
Uh-huh.
Donkey Kong Land?
Uh-huh. Absolutely. It was Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy. And that came to us from our pal Toad 64. Here comes one from Wired.
Very quiet.
I maxed out the volume.
On YouTube and your computer?
I'm not using YouTube.
So quiet.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I know this too.
Think you played it.
What system?
Switch.
Yeah, I definitely know this. This is gonna drive me nuts. It's not Celeste.
No.
Franchise? No. Oh my god, this is driving me nuts. I know this. Is this Ori and the Blind Forest?
No.
Holy crap, this is really bugging me. This one's... It's not Stella.
No.
It's not The Way Remastered. Do you know it? Like, do you recognize it?
I didn't play it.
I don't want to give up on this one, but go ahead.
Outer Worlds.
Oh, god damn it! I'm playing that right now! Damn it! Oh!
That was from Wired. It was Outer Worlds on the Switch.
Shite.
And let me just turn down some volume here.
God damn it!
The last song today comes from Xeno Emblem.
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Your presence dwell on and on without a clue.
What system?
Switch?
Persona 5, whatever.
No.
Scramble,
The
whatever.
real question to be asked, where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at this masquerade, hiding both face and mind, for free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what a shred to be, but don't take off my mask, revealing dark.
Some weeaboo stuff. It's not first party.
It is.
It's first party.
It sure is.
A mirror in front of me is where I find an empty glass.
Pokemon.
Nope.
Doesn't sound like Pokemon. All right, well let's do it again. It's not Zelda.
Nope.
It's not Mario.
Oh, King Kalsha says you're right about it being Persona.
Oh, so it's Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Persona.
You got it.
Woo.
Thanks, King Talsha.
Thank you.
What's the score here?
7 out of 10.
Are you being honest?
Yeah. 7 out of 10, yes.
Tell the truth. I'll know if you didn't.
I counted 7 out of 10.
Okay. Well, now Nico Darunia and Anastasia Beaverhausen say 6 out of 10.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I thought that was 7.
Oh, are you being honest? Are you telling the truth? Right. It's time to tell me if
Look at me.
if
I
it's a little
promise
fib.
I thought I counted 7.
King Talsha says they think you're right. So
there you go.
Nico Darunia says I might be wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, Tanuki Tony says 7.
I think you owe me.
Freddie Fro says, teacher mom beat coming out.
I think you owe me an apology.
The 8-bit Lego says no Pizza Hut.
No! I need that done.
Joe is cool says I got a 10 out of 10.
Wow, congratulations, Joe. All right, that's it. We're done here.
Anastasia Beaverhausen says, I think we as a troop agree on 6 out of 9.
I'll take it. Another perfect show. Nothing wrong here. Everything went smoothly. Everything went great.
We'll expect
Funniest
to
show ever.
do Michaels to give us that roundup later once he fact checks the podcast.
Sure. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
I did it. I clicked the wrong one at first. All right. So what do we just go to Pizza Hut and pick it up?
Yeah, what happened to your nose?
What happened to my nose?
I don't know. It looks like you have like a bruise on it or something.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Oh. Yeah, we call ahead. Oh, goodbye, Kyle Lanquin cats. Or, we order ahead. See what I mean? Hailey and Tom, that sounds great. Yeah, we order ahead and then we pull up to the drive-thru.
It looks like I have a scratch, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't go out. People can't see the scratch
do a
on
little
my
makeup
nose.
for you.
I'm known for my nose.
Oh.
Put a mask on. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's what I'd be doing. Well, I guess I wouldn't be doing that because I'll be in the car.
No, put a mask on.
If I get out of the car, I put the mask on. But if I'm in the car, no.
But just to cover your nose from, no one's going to question it.
Only cover my
Now's your
nose.
chance.
Only cover my nose with the mask, and that's it.
Like the people who cover everything but their nose now?
Um.
Do you see the lady who made
You really want to go out there and get Pizza Hut?
Yeah, I do. Who made the mesh masks so they looked feminine? They're like pantyhose material.
Tanuki Tony says, I've been listening every week for a few years, not. What? A few years now, he probably means. And been doing the curation for ages. First time catching the show live. Well, thanks for joining us, Tanuki Tony. Hope it was a good one. Oh, look at that.
Roth, nice.
Look at that. And that's the style box that Pizza Hut uses now. They went back to their classic box. Let's just buy enough Pizza Hut pizzas for all week.
That's called grocery shopping.
We need 40 Pizza Hut pizzas.
40 for a week?
Yeah.
We could just take the freshettas that we have in the freezer and take them out.
Think
of their
about it.
box
That's
and put the
right.
Pizza Hut.
3 times 7, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is 21, and there's 2 of us. You're eating 1 pizza per sitting. If you're doing a personal pan pizza, then it'd be 40.
Yeah, but when pizza's in your house, you don't just eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, you go back to it a couple hours later.
When pizza's in your house, you can eat pizza anytime. Oh, there it is, the Bigfoot. What do they do now that's not like the Bigfoot, but is like the
a
Bigfoot?
party box or some business.
Party box.
What's another word?
Yeah, pizza should not have
What's
salmon
another
on it.
What's another word for foot?
Sort of a meter.
I don't know.
I was trying to think of a knockoff. Call it like the large shoe.
The large ped.
The large ped. The Pizza Hut large ped. King Tasha says Pizza Hut's dinner box is so worth it, especially if you'll get 2 meals out of it.
We ordered Domino's last week, and it was so expensive.
Ordered Domino's last week.
I mean, I got 3 toppings on a pizza, so that was expensive,
Yeah,
I guess.
you're bougie.
I got onions, banana peppers, and mushrooms.
$80.
It's like $50. We got like
$50.
we got pizzas.
Yeah, we got 2 pizzas.
breadsticks.
You got a bazillion toppings. We got breadsticks. Yeah, I guess that is a lot.
Yeah.
Should be like 38.
By the time I tipped and there's
$38
delivery
exactly.
charge
But
and
the
all that,
delivery
like-
man was nice.
Yeah.
Socially distant delivery man.
Oh, I gotta say, I got ramen last night because I wanted soup because my throat has been bothering me. And I went to a ramen place and I ordered through Yelp, so it's like using Grubhub or whatever. And I went inside and they had plastic, so they framed out the entrance from the front door, and so there's plastic covering everything. So all you can do is walk in to a narrow vestibule, and they have a plastic sheet, and they're wearing a mask on the inside of their store, the restaurant, and they say, "What's your name?" And you give them your name. They put the box, they open up a lid, put it inside of like a drop box thing.
Nice.
And then you pull, it's plastic, so like you have to push the plastic aside and grab your bag and walk out. But I was like, man, see, this is safe. Props to them.
All right, everybody, that's it. We're done here.
We're done.
We're going to go get some pizza.
It's
You should get some
over.
pizza too, safely. Socially distant pizza. Eat it from 6
Socially
feet away.
distant
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you next week. Play some games, hang out with friends and family, socially distant or whatever you're doing. Just be safe.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Pizza, pizza, pizza.